Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to revise once again the topics the universe and the solar system. Yes, if I revise these topics now for you, it will be easy to write the GA for tomorrow. That's the reason, again, once again, I'm revising these two topics. Yes, if you had any doubts, again, after finishing the explanation, I'll ask you, you can clarify your doubts. The universe. Yes, so in this week one, we have two topics, the universe and the solar system. Now, let us see the first topic, that is the universe. The universe is a huge space which contains everything that exists. It consists of celestial bodies such as sun, planets, stars, satellites, comets, and so on. So now whatever the universe we are seeing, no, everything it contains. Yes, the universe, whatever we are saying, it is a huge space and it contains everything. Everything means all the celestial bodies, such as celestial bodies means heavenly bodies which are in the universe. They are called as celestial bodies. And what are these celestial bodies? Sun, planets, stars, yes, satellites, comets, and so on. Asteroids. So on means asteroids. Still some asteroid belts, like that, everything is there.
None.
So this universe was explained, yes, according to Big Bang theory. According to Big Bang theory, the universe was explained. What is this Big Bang theory? So Big Bang theory is that the theory, according to this theory, the universe was formed as a result of giant explosion that took place hundreds of years. there, there was a big explosion took place, and after this giant explosion, all the explosion threw the materials in all the direction, and the materials scattered in such a way they cool down and they form into the galaxies. Not only galaxies, yes, the universe expanded, cooled, and contrasted to form galaxies, stars, and planets. So after the big explosion, yes, it scattered all its materials, and these materials they cooled and formed into galaxies, stars, and planets. So there are many galaxies in the universe. Next, coming to heavenly bodies. All glimmering objects or bodies that we see in the sky are called the heavenly bodies. They include stars, planets, satellites, meteoroids, comets, and asteroids. All these are called as heavenly bodies. See, these are the heavenly bodies. And this person, Nicholas Copernicus, was the first person to prove that planets in the solar system revolves around the sun. Not the sun is revolving round. Sun is stable. It stays at one place only. But the planets are revolving around the sun. You can see the planets here. Sun is in between, and all the planets are revolving around the sun. So the first person who proved this, yes, who proved this thing is like Nicholas Copernicus. He was the first person. He proved that sun remains stable and all the planets are revolving round the sun. Next, coming to, so in these heavenly bodies, let us see first stars. Stars are the heavenly bodies. Okay, they have their own heat and light. Stars do not take the heat and light from the sun. They are the heavenly bodies which have their own heat and their own light. A star is actually a big ball of gases. It remains fixed in one place. Okay, star does not move like planets. Stars remain at fixed place. And it is a ball of gases. That's the reason it has its own heat and light. Sun is also a star. It is a giant star. Okay, big ball of gases consisting of mostly hydrogen, helium, and other gases. So these hydrogen and helium continuously they will be burning and giving out such a heat and light that this sun is responsible for the heat and light for entire universe. I mean entire solar system. The other stars are not seen during the daytime because of the bright light of the sun. There are so many stars in the universe, but you can see the stars only in night time. You can't see in the daytime because already sun is giving a huge light and heat. That's the reason you can't see the other stars. Next, galaxy. There are uncountable stars in outer space. A collection of stars is called a galaxy. A collection of stars is called a galaxy. Our sun belongs to Milky Way galaxy and it is called the Akashaganga. So there are many galaxies. Our solar system belongs to Milky Way galaxy. It contains many stars. Okay, it contains many stars. Milky Way galaxy or Akashaganga is the home for our solar system. Yes, it is the name given to the faint band of light that stretches across the sky, which we can see on a clear night. You can see the Milky Way galaxy. Okay, next. Constellations. Constellation means a star, a group of stars in a particular pattern. Some of the stars you can see them in a group. So a group of stars in a particular pattern is called as a constellation. There are many constellations present in the solar system. They are the imaginary shapes. They are the patterns and they have given separate names also. There are nearly 88 constellations known so far. They have been imagined in the shapes of animals, birds, people and objects. So many constellations are there and some of the constellations are Ursa Major, Orion, Leo. So these are the constellations here. Okay, Orion, Ursa Major and different constellation, a group of stars. Comets. Comets are small heavenly bodies made up of dust, ice particles and gases. These are the small heavenly bodies. They are made up of dust, ice particles. They revolve around the sun. How the planets revolve around the sun? In the same way, comets also revolve around the sun. They have a frozen head and a long tail behind it. So this is the, see, yes, see you can see the starting one is the frozen head and the long tail. Comets are small heavenly bodies. They have head of frozen gases and a long tail. A Halley's comet is one of the most famous comet which appears in every 76 years. This is the Halley's comet. So it appears every 76 years once. Once in a 76 years it appears in the sky.
Ma'am, why only once?
Why only once means it is the like formation it takes that much time. Then every 76 years only it can form. That's why it can appear. Maybe it is revolving round the sun. So maybe it is not appeared when it is revolving round the sun. Maybe the formation can take place. That's why. Okay.
Ma'am,
How the earth is taking 365 days to complete one revolution. In the same way, these comets also take some time to appear again and again because they are going on moving around the sun. So they can't appear. So every 76 years once they can appear.
ma'am,
Okay. Yes.
ma'am, what are meteors, ma'am?
Next I'll explain. Explain. Mute yourself. Next coming to asteroids. Asteroids are found in our solar system between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. These are found only between, see here. Here you can see here Mars and Jupiter. It is called as asteroid belt. See here, three pictures you can see the asteroids. Okay, asteroids are found in our solar system between orbit Mars and Jupiter. This region is called as asteroid belt. Ceres is the largest asteroid. Asteroid means nothing, small stone like structures. They go on revolving round in this area. So they are given the name as asteroids. It is called as asteroid belt. Next. Fine asteroids. Now you see meteoroids. Meteoroids consist of small pieces of rocks and dust that revolve around the sun. Okay, meteoroids also same like comets. They also revolve around the sun. They consist of small pieces of rocks and dust particles. So while passing by the earth, meteoroids sometimes get pulled by the earth's gravitational force. So these meteoroids also they will be going on revolving around the sun. Okay, meteoroids also revolve around the sun. So while revolving around the sun, sometimes they come with the gravitational force of the earth, they fall on the earth. So when they are coming to the earth, when they are falling, nothing happens here to anyone. Again, don't get confused. Because it is a asteroid. As it is coming, no, it falls at any place and just That's all. But nothing happens, no destruction, nothing takes place. And as a result, see, they burn up when they enter the Earth's atmosphere, and they are called as meteoroids or shooting stars. So what happens? As they contains rocks and dust, actually it is a meteoroid when it is in the solar system. But when it is coming towards the Earth side, due to the Earth's atmosphere, they burn, and that ash fell down somewhere or the other, and these are called as meteoroids or shooting stars. You call them as shooting stars also. Some of the meteorites do not burn completely and fall on the earth's surface, called meteoroids. Okay, meteoroids. And that's why I'm saying you, no problem, nothing happens to anyone. These are just comes and falls on the earth's surface. If they fall in the ocean, they go into the ocean. If they fall on the earth, it mix with the soil. That's all. No problem with these meteoroids. Now coming to the next one, that is the solar system. So solar system, yes, this complete theme we are going to learn, we are going to listen this word again and again. The solar system, the sun, the 8 planets, the rotation, the revolution, everything. The sun together with the 8 planets and their satellites is called as solar system. Very, very important definition. What is solar system? Means the sun, the sun with its 8 planets revolving round the, yes, the sun in the middle, and 8 planets revolving round, and their satellites, everything is called as solar system.
Ma'am?
Ma'am, screen was gone.
Yeah,
Ma'am?
yeah, I will share because some of the children are coming, so I'm joining them. Solar system, okay. The sun together with the 8 planets and their satellites form the solar system. The sun is in the center of the solar system. Like, yes, stars, planets do not twinkle on their own. Stars can have their own light, they can twinkle on their own, but planets do not have light of their own. They have to receive the light from the sun. They do not have light of their own, so that's why, yes, they reflect the light from the sun. We are seeing the planets means because of the sunlight only. And these planets revolve round the sun in a fixed oval path, not round, oval. Okay, somewhat oval path, complete not circle, oval path. Okay, oval means you know, no, like egg, oval path. So this path is called as orbit. So each planet have their own orbit. See here, for example, you can see in this picture, sun is in the center, Mercury has its own orbit, Venus has its own orbit, Earth has its own orbit, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and the last one, Neptune. Everything is having its own orbit, and one planet is not entering into the other's planet orbit. So this is called as orbits of the planet. The sun pulls all the planets, their satellites, and the asteroids with a strong force called gravity. The force keeps the planets moving on the orbits. See how these planets are revolving around the sun. Why they are not falling down? What is the reason? The reason is the gravitational force of the sun only. The sun has such a gravitational force that it can keep all the planets revolving round on its own. It will not allow any of the planet to go outside and to fall down. So in its own orbit, the sun allows all the planets to revolve. So that force is called as gravitational force of the sun. That gravity, you call it as gravity. Next, the movement of the planet around the sun is called revolution. It spins, yes, the earth rotates, and the other planets also rotates or spins like tops. Sun is in the middle. All the planets rotate round the sun. The movement of the planets around the sun is called revolution. And some planets have rotation also. Rotation means moving around its own self is called rotation. And there are 8 planets in the solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These are the 8 planets of the solar system. And you can remember this order in My Very Efficient Mother Just Served as Noodles. Okay, right children? My very efficient mother just served as noodles. MEMJSUN. My very efficient mother just served as noodles. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. And these planets are again divided into two groups. They are inner planets and outer planets. Inner planets means which are inside towards the sun. Outer planet means far away from sun, like Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. These 4 planets are called inner planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These planets are called outer planets. Now what is the difference between inner planets and outer planets? First one, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars are the 4 inner planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are the 4 outer planets. Inner planets are made of rocks. Outer planets are made of gases. They don't have solid surface. Inner planets are also called as terrestrial planets. Outer planets are called gas giants. Very, very important point. The outer planets are called dash, gas giants. The inner planets are called dash, terrestrial planets, like that. Now coming to, let us see the inner planets. Mercury. Mercury is the planet closest to the sun. It is the smallest planet. It is very hot during the daytime and very cold at night. Mercury does not have much air. There are no satellites for Mercury. And there is no life in Mercury. Next, Venus is the brightest and hottest planet. It is also called as morning star and evening star because you can see it in the morning time and evening time. It don't have any satellite. There is no life in Venus also. Right children? Next, coming to Earth is a very beautiful planet which we are living. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. It is the only planet that supports life. And 70%, 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. That's the reason Earth is called as a blue planet, watery planet, live or living planet. So these are the different names given to Earth. And Earth has only one satellite, that is Moon. Moon is the natural satellite of Earth. What is the meaning of satellite? Satellite means moving around the planets. So Moon revolves around the Earth. Don't get confused. Earth is a planet here now. Moon is a satellite. Moon revolves around the Earth. Next, Mars is the 4th planet from the sun. It is red in color due to the red dust present on it. Mars is cold and dry planet. Phobos and Deimos are the 2 satellites of Mars. So Mars consists of 2 satellites. This is Mars. So till now we have seen the inner planets. Now coming to the outer planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So these are called as outer planets. First one, Jupiter, is the largest planet in the solar system. It is the 5th planet from the sun and it's called as gas giant and it has 79 satellites. Jupiter has 79 satellites and it has a red spot on it. You can see the red spot here. Saturn is the 2nd planet of the solar, 2nd biggest planet. It has rings. These rings are mostly made of ice and dust particles. And these rings you can see it very wonderfully. Yes, this is Saturn and Saturn has 82 satellites. Next one, Uranus. Uranus is the 3rd largest planet of the solar system. It is the first planet which was discovered with a telescope. Means with the telescope they found out that Uranus is there and it has 27 satellites. And this is beautiful Uranus. Next, coming to the last planet, it is the outermost planet of the solar system, Neptune. It is in blue color. The speed with which wind blows is greater than a flying plane. It has more than 14 satellites. Okay, this is about Neptune. Next coming, satellites already we have seen. Satellites means heavenly bodies that revolve around a planet are called satellites. Moon is the only natural satellite of Earth. See here. Earth, Moon. Moon is the natural satellite of Earth. It revolves round the Earth. It is the only natural satellite of Earth. It is cool and dry, covered with mountain and craters. Craters means hole-like structures. Okay, hole-like structures. It is made up of rocks and has no air and water. Hence, there is no life on the moon. Moon takes 27 days to complete one rotation and complete one revolution around the Earth. Means it moves around its own self and it moves around the Earth also. Okay, this is about moon.